Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. And today we're just going to do a little video on the meaning of life. Why are we here? What is it all about? Just a little subject like that. Of course, I'm going to be giving it to you from our Zoroastrian perspective, which is the original religion. And you might be thinking, well, Megas, everyone has an opinion, right? All religions say something. How do I know this is going to be the truth? This is a beautiful thing. You will know, because we're actually going to do a little exercise at the end of this. So it's more than just one more opinion, one more belief system, one more religion, or just have faith, trust me on this, right? We want to know, and to know, you have to experience it. And so that's what we're going to do at the end of this short little teaching. You'll feel it, you'll experience it, and you'll know what's true and what's real. And the way we come about it is actually kind of genius. You know, we're just basically taking away everything. And then what's left is what's real, right? If you take away every story, every belief, even memories, right? And you just strip everything away, what is left is going to be what's real, because the real is always there, right? The perfect creator's perfect idea is here, the real world, the true world. But people all around the world experience life different because of the stories they hold, right? What's their idea of God? What's their idea of how the government should be run? What's the idea of themselves and their purpose, if they even have one, for being here? It really affects the world that you experience. And guys, can I share something beautiful with you? It moved me so much, and I think it will you too. Before we even get into this, listen to some of the testimonies we've had. You know, we've reached over 6 million people. We have like 10 YouTube channels. We have 16, 17 books out. We have all through social media, my wonderful Magi sharing the message. We've reached 6 million people, thousands of testimonies. I'm going to give you two of my favorite. This is from our wonderful friend Timmy. She says, Asha is, I love you. She says, I was seeking healing. I'd gone forward in the church I went to many times. They anointed me with oil and they prayed, but nothing ever happened. This poor lady, she was in her 70s. She had gone through this her whole life, just suffered, my friends. And this one is so near and dear to my heart because she suffered with many things, but one of them was that she was scared that she had blasphemed the Holy Spirit, and she lived with that her whole life. And you can't enjoy life when you think you're going to burn like a worm for eternity, right? And so she went to the church. But you know what, my friends, we found the ideology that puts you in hell is not going to get you out of hell, right? Again, we have to strip away everything. What's left will be true and real. This is what saved her. So let me go on with her testimony. I have to put in my own 2 cents. She says, my son Stefan said, Mom, you have to hear this guy. And he played the sacred text of the Order of the Magi, the 16 statements of Asha. Just read through them. Didn't even teach out of them, my friends. She'd been to the churches countless times and over the oil, gone to the doctors, checked into all the medications and treatments, my friends. All her whole life, nothing happened. This tiny little thin book, just read from it. Look what happens. The 16 statements and teaching of Asha. She goes, something in me knew that I was about to be healed. And I was. Asha healed me. And you are the one who brought me Asha. That's what made me emotional. Because it's not like I'm a healer. I did nothing but just read this. Because when you hear the truth, the lie loses all of its power. And again, it's that experience. There's a divine spark in you that already knows the truth. But you've just been deceived and you believe the lie as truth. You called evil holy. You called things, the highest principle of God, good that shouldn't have been, because it's not good. And you knew it even as a child, the stories you heard, and it didn't feel right, but you were talked out of it. Talked out of listening to your conscience and your divine spark inside of you. Asha healed me. You are the one who brought me Asha. I was living in a hell of many conditions: OCD, agoraphobia, nightmares of choking on something in my throat every night. 3 or 4 times a night, I would wake up choking, yelling for help. My poor husband put up with me waking him. Dreams of not being able to breathe. I was underwater. Phobias. Thank you, Magus. Many more conditions were healed also. I listened to your teachings 3 or 4 times a day and will always listen to them. Bless you. I love you, Timmy. My friends, that's real, right? When someone had that their whole life, nothing could fix them, but they hear truth. They hear the real, and then they hold it. It resonates with what's in their heart, and they hold it long enough that it rushes to them, and they rush to it, and it's just, the darkness just goes away. The fear just goes away. It's such a love. Fear can't live in it. The lie can't live in that kind of truth. My friends, and here's what's beautiful. That's what's real. And already inside, it's resonating. Something in you is stirring. A flame is starting to flicker, going, this is it. Listen. I'll share one more story with you, then we'll get into the teachings. I was in Florida. And how is it? You guys spend a little time with me. I'm in a chatty mood, and this is such an important subject. The meaning of life, right? The what and the whys. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else teach this. So I was introduced to Asha. The concept of it completely changed my life. I won't go into my testimony because I just did it like a week ago, and I know you guys have already saw it, but it saved my life. It brought me heaven on earth. And then I had this thought, okay, well, I'm living out in the most beautiful place in the woods. We got a beautiful home and property, and it's a sanctuary, right? It's a literal paradise, heaven on earth here. I was thinking, what if I took this idea into the cities, right? Does Asha work everywhere? Does truth work everywhere? Will love work everywhere, right? And so, matter of fact, I bought this trailer that I'm sitting in right now. This has become kind of my special holy place. Even though my house is right there, I can see it through the window. I come out here just to get away, and it brings back all the memories of my little adventures. This trailer's been all across the United States. And you know what I found? Love works everywhere. Truth works everywhere. So I loaded up, went all the way across the United States, as far as you can go, from the Pacific Northwest to South Florida. Found a great little RV park and parked there, and I stayed there 3 or 4 months and just wanted to do this little experiment. Does Asha work here? I went surfing every day. That was my passion while I was there. And I got to know everybody. And we got a real close-knit group because we'd see each other every day and cheering for each other. If you need friends, just find an activity to do with other people. And that's the best way. And you're cheering for each other. You're watching each other progress. And then even after we're done surfing, sit on the beach and just talk. It is beautiful. And so I got to know one guy really well. He specifically asked me not to use his name because he's doing really well now, and he doesn't want that past brought up, but he wanted me to share his story. Just don't use his name. And I noticed something was a little off. And one day it was really, really off. Well, I'll tell you one as we're building up to this. There's a real stormy day, storm surf. So I'm excited. I'm thinking, ooh, big waves in South Florida. Let's go. Because you don't always get real big surf, big waves coming in. But it's also raining and lightning. And so no one else in their right mind's out there. I'm out there because I'm just at that place. I'm thinking, I'm a prophet of Asha. I can't die. Is my thinking. This other guy was out there because he wanted to die, and he was making me laugh because we were on stand-up paddle boards catching these huge waves, and he's holding up his paddle and doing this like smite me oh smiter or something like that. It's from some movie, some comedy, and like he wanted to be zapped with lightning, and so we're laughing and stuff. It's probably not funny, but we had the best day ever, and so we really kind of made a friendship there. We're both out, just the two of us, on this very dangerous high surf day. Don't do that, guys. Don't take that as an example. That wasn't good common sense on my part, and he wanted to die, but it worked out for the whole. We created a pretty good friendship, and so. But I noticed that wasn't the only time something was off, because I was thinking that's kind of weird. He was going to catch this most perfect wave, and he screams and jumps off his board. I'm all, dude, how did you miss that? It was perfect. I was so excited for him. But then I realized he's crying, and I'm thinking, okay, so I don't want to embarrass him. We're men, right? And so I just kind of leave him alone to it. And I see him paddle in, and then he's sitting on the shore and just kind of weeping. And that's uncomfortable for us men, if there's any women watching. We don't really love that. And I think, well, maybe he pulled a hamstring, or something really bad must have happened, ripped a tendon or something. I don't know. And so I stayed out there surfing a while, and I saw him still sitting there. I go, oh, man, it's uncomfortable, but I should go talk to him, right? So I paddle in, and what's up, buddy? What's going on, man? And he told me his whole life story. And from the time he was just a small kid, he was in about his 40s, I'm guessing there, if I remember right. From a time he was a small child, he dealt with the worst OCD. And he said it was just, it haunted his whole life. Sometimes he'd start to get a little ahead of it, but he said right now it's the worst it's ever been. And he had money, right? He had a nice home, had a great career until he lost it because he was losing his mind. Still had a nice Mercedes, money in the bank, but he was getting worse. And he goes, Megas, I got to go home every night. He said, you probably notice I leave about 5 in the evening, even when waves are good and we're having fun. He goes, I have to go home and drink myself till I pass out, blacked out drunk, to even be able to live, because the voices, he said, in his head wouldn't shut up. And he said, what had just happened out there on the surfboard, I heard a voice that said, if you catch this wave, someone in your family is going to die. And so he jumped off, wouldn't take it. And he's so frustrated. And something rose up in me. I think we know what it was, truth. And I said, you know what? I do know where you're coming from. Kind of why I'm here. I experienced something very similar to that. I said, before I leave Florida, you will be completely healed. You will run up to me and say, I am healed. And it gets me emotional because I know the end of the story, And he says, oh, man, he goes, don't get your hopes up. He goes, I appreciate you so much even trying. He goes, but I've had it since I was a kid. I'm in my 40s. I've been to all the doctors. I've taken all the medications. I've been to the churches. I've done everything. And it's getting worse. So I just don't want you to be disappointed. And there's no doubt in me. And so we got together every morning before we went out to surf. And I would just speak truth. Before I left Florida, it was getting close to time. I was getting ready to go. Me and my daughter were in the truck. We pull up to our surf spot. I see his car. He comes running towards me and my daughter. And again, I always say I was so happy she was there to see this. You want your kids to see these things. Full-grown man, tears streaming down his face, running, didn't care who saw him, saying, I'm healed, I'm healed, I'm healed. The voices stopped. The OCD was gone. I got chills through my whole body. Just like our friend Timmy I was just sharing. And we've had countless testimonies like that. These are just 2 of my most favorites. He gave me a big hug. And then it was time for me to leave Florida. My friends, he experienced it. The other religions, they had stories for him, but it wasn't real. The medication, the counseling, that's great. I've seen people get better from getting the medication, and you start to get your chemicals right. You know, sometimes you have to get calmed down enough to even hear, and counseling's great. But if you've done all that stuff and it hasn't worked, and you're thinking there's nothing else, and then it almost kind of opens the door for truth to come in. Because I think a lot of people, they push away truth for whatever reason. Maybe because of their religion. They told them, you're going to get deceived by a devil, right? Don't trust your heart. It's deceitful above all things, right? Don't meditate. Don't question the Bibles, the Qurans, the priests, the pastors, your government. Don't question. Questioning's dangerous. Just do what your medical professionals, religious professionals tell you. You know, that's great if it's working. But if it doesn't work, where do you go to? And sometimes you have to tear everything down. And something beautiful happens when all the stories have fallen, all the ideas of gods and devils, everything's fallen away. The only thing that's going to be left is what's real. Something beautiful happened today. So yesterday, you remember, we did Song 15 of Zarathustra's Gathas. And then it matched up perfect with Song 15 of Asha. So today I was looking at Asha 11 because it goes perfect with our message of the meaning of life, the what's and the whys. And then it matched up really well with Zarathustra's Song 11. So what is the reason for this life? According to Asha, it's to know the real above all real, right? There is a reality that people live in, but there's a real, the perfect creator's perfect idea, the perfect world, a good world. The only thing that could come from is good mind. And now if people are living in a reality that maybe has hate and anger and war and distress and dis-ease, right? That's brought on by these stories and ideas, right? A great example I use is, if 2,000 years ago you were a Jewish woman and just stone your child for being disrespectful, like their God and their holy books told them to, they're probably living in a real hell. I don't think you could beat your child to death with a rock and feel happy and like you're living in the paradise, right? But that was created, that reality, and it's very real to her, very OCD, very hellish, but it was created with just lies, illusions, wrong ideas, right? But it's not the real world. If she just hadn't believed that and played that out in her life, her reality she's living in would change. So to know the real above all real, which is Asha. What is Asha? It's a capital T truth. It's a capital R real. It's the only thing that could come from a good creator's good mind. And again, when this was written, to know, it was to be like a man when they got married to his wife, the two would become one. To know is to be, it's union. So you become one with your God. That's spirituality. Many people become one with, again, like one of those Jewish mothers became one with one of the gods that can love or hate, can heal our sin, sickness, and disease. You can be with it or separated. It's about obedience, and fear is used, which is great for governments. Governments love using fear and control and manipulation, but you'll never live in the real world, the true world. It'll always be one of these other realities that, again, they're very real, right? People are living in them, right? That mother could touch her dead child, and that is a reality. But there's a better real. It's just pure love. It's peace. It's joy. It's kindness. It's goodness. It's well, again, it's the only thing that can come from a good creator's good mind. And so our reason for this life is to be that love, to be that real. Why? That's a great question. It says in our holy text that the earth itself was crying out because of the suffering, because of the reality that had been built with wrong stories and ideas. And they're even calling these beings God that aren't the highest principle of God good. They're not even good. They shouldn't be called God. And it's a hell on earth. Even the animals were crying out. The people are crying out, God, don't you care? Right? And so God sends the Magi with that original word, that asha, that truth, that idea. And so we come here into time and space, form and matter. And I love how kind that text is. It says before we left our heavenly abode, where we didn't know pain or disease or sin, Spirit said, you don't have to go. You've never experienced that before. You don't know what it's like to hurt. You don't know what it's like to have that darkness actually in you, that guilt and that shame and that dirty feeling, the fear. You don't know what it's like to feel vulnerable. You don't have to go. But if you do go, you're a hero, and I'm so proud of you. And you will come back to me. I will not leave you. I will never leave you. We are one thing. And that'll be that fire in you. You'll always know it. I'm right there. I'll always be calling you. Isn't that better than you're a dirty, filthy sinner that needs a savior? You're a hero. And the why is because this world needed us. Needed to remember that God was just good. They lost the image of God. They were giving attributes to God that aren't God. Anger, jealous, kill men, women, and children, a warring God, impossible. Saying slavery is okay. They even had little women, children, sex slaves in the Bible. They're calling it God. And even right now, we see what's going on in the world, and your heart knows it ain't God because it don't feel good. So we bring the word, the original word. We restore God's image. We bring that fire of truth, of asha, the real above all real. And my friends, all our minds are connected. And us just being here, holding this truth, makes a difference. And that's what you're going to experience today. We're not just going to talk about it. You're going to feel it. Asha 11. If you got your book Asha, go to Asha 11. And if you have the Gathas of Zoroaster, we'll be in Song 11. Real quick. And we have, I don't know where you're watching this from. We have like 10 YouTube channels now and Facebook and Instagrams and everything. But I need to give a special shout out to my Zoroastrian Love channel. You guys, it's actually one of our smallest channels, but now it's becoming one of the faster growing channels. There's a fire going on in this channel right now. Most books that are being sold and handed out is from Zoroastrian Love. The most people sharing the videos is from this channel. And I wanted to say I love you so much. You know, there's a difference from being a Magi and a Zoroastrian. Anyone can be a Zoroastrian, right? It's just believing in the all-good God. Nothing else you have to do. But to be a Magi, Zarathustra said, you got to share the message. You all are my magi. And I love all my Zoroastrians. Love you all. But my magi are near and dear to my heart because we're a different breed, my friends. We're a family. We're a brotherhood. And even for my sisterhoods, right? We're one thing. And I love you with all my heart. Asha 11 says, I will release my own ideas to receive God's ideas. This is what we're talking about. When you release everything, set it all down. And I know it's scary to set down your religion, everything grandma and grandpa told you, every thought of how you think the world runs, to set it all down for a minute. But what happens? What's real will be left. When you're holding on to nothing, the real is still there. It doesn't need you, right, to believe in it. You know what? The sun's going to come up tomorrow, and it's going to bring its life-giving rays, and the plants and the trees are going to grow. It's going to warm the earth, and you don't even have to believe in it. That's real, my friends, and that's what I'm talking about. That is the real of Asha. You don't have to believe in it. It is there. When you set everything down, that's what stands. That's what's left standing. What's real. I will release my own ideas. And what we're going to do for this moment, just set them down for a minute. You can pick back up your Jehovahs, your Allahs, your Shivas, your memories of and your ideas of this once happened to me and I'm worried it's going to happen again. And you can pick all that back up if you choose to. But for this moment, I'm going to let you experience Asha. The only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind. It's just good. It's unmixed. And this is what sets us apart from every other religion. Every other religion, right there, God's on a continuum. He can love you or he can hate you. He can send you to heaven, send you to hell, right? He can heal you or send sickness and disease. He can be with you unless you disobey, then you can be separated. Our God is always just shining, bright, good, love without the war. He's just peace. And people go, well, Magus, doesn't he have to judge sin to be just? No. When you are in disharmony, that's your punishment. It's enough. God doesn't have to also come down and beat the hell out of you, right? It's painful enough. When you do wrong and the consequences of it, it hurts and you feel that disconnect and that distortion and it doesn't feel right. That's his punishment. When you do right, it feels right, it feels good, it feels God. Listen to this. Removing the corruption puts potentialities to their proper use. You must burn out the impurities to find the true essence. Exactly what we're talking about. Just let go of all the stories right now. Take a long, deep breath. And release. And let's start with just our bodies. Let all the muscles in your body relax for a moment. Just have this knowing, all right, for this time, everything's going to be okay. I'm not going to worry about anything. If I have to change the oil in the car, or I got to go to work tomorrow, or I got this or that. None of that for right now. Again, we can pick all those things back up if you want to later. But I'm hoping you're going to learn a way to live where you carry this Asha, this peace, this love with you, no matter where you go. Kind of like this trailer I'm in right now. I took it to some ghettos, and love still works there. My friends, peace was always in me and around me. And my God, if it doesn't also transform the atmosphere where people, they're more in love, they're more at peace. The world starts to mirror you. I'd go into a place and that smile in my heart, it'd be reflected back to me. It changed the atmosphere, the structure of it. This universe is malleable. The Magi, that's our power. We bring that fire into that and we burn away the lie and illusion. People get excited when they saw us coming. I used to love that, my friend, especially when I was in Florida. Wherever I'd go, people would be excited to see me. Like, oh, you brought your peace. You brought your Asha. I missed you. Purity is a must. If your vessel is mixed with poison, pour it out and fill it with pure substance. Let's do that right now. For this time, Our God is just going to be good. It's going to be the highest principle of good. For this time, this God doesn't love and hate, can't be at peace and go to war, can't send sickness and disease. You can never be separated from this God good. For this time, God is just the highest principle of good, the loving father, the loving parent, the loving mother, that you are the apple of its eye. You are everything, and is so proud of you for answering the call of the earth when it said, help. And you said, I'll go. Take a long, deep breath in and breathe in that God for right now. And as you exhale, release any false ideas of God, any of the low frequencies, low stories. Just blow it out for right now. Actually picture it as you breathe in this time. See that light filling you and that loving Father. It's health, it's life, it's protection, it's provision. It's all good, unmixed, undefiled, and undiluted, pure starlight. And you breathe it in. See it lighting up in your chest. See how it is you. See that light is in you and is around you and is you. For this time, you are one with that all good God. In this moment, Asha is, protection is, provision is, joy is, good is. God is good. God is omnipresent. That means my good is here right now. If you believe that right now, watch the power when you believe and speak. Say, Asha is. Asha is. Asha is. Love is. In this space right now, in this light, only love exists. The low frequencies can't live in it. There's no fear, no hate, no greed, no discomfort, no distress, no dis-ease. Not right now, not right here. Speak it. Asha is. Love is. Peace is. Feel that peace. That peace is that knowing where right now you are being that God good, that love, that light, that peace, that joy, that power, that freedom. Asha is. Truth is. The real above all real is. Stay in this space while I read to you Song 11 of the Gathas of Zoroaster. O Mazda, how shall I walk in this world of shadow and shine? Who is my companion when the falsehood roar like storming seas? My heart cries for the living light, the one who walks unseen beside the just. I turn within. I turn within. I turn within. This God, this Savior, this Asha, it's not outside of you. I turn within to the flame unquenched, to that breath of you that moves in me. The breath of God is your breath. No separation. And when all the world feels lost to war and weary lies, I remember Asha still breathes. Let's check that. Take a long, deep breath. Release. And say, Asha still breathes. God is alive. God is alive. I am alive. Asha is. Truth is. Good is. Love is. The living world is born of living spirit. No temple of stone and no weapon forged of iron, but the gentle radiance of truth made flesh in word, in thought, in deed, not by might nor by the sword of men, but by the purity of spirit is the earth renewed. Asha descends not through conquest, but through those whose minds are whole and clear. Vohumana, good mind, the gate which the eternal enters. And those who dwell therein are untouchable, for their essence burns with divine reason. Fire and mind, Asha and Vohumana, two names for one holy flame. From them is born the Savior, not a man, but a light realized in humankind. And O Magi, keep the fire ever living. In your hearts let it sing. For through your faithfulness the world is made alive again. And the lie cannot stand before the blaze of truth. Its shadows dissolve, and its noise falls silent. In the real world, Asha shines like dawn over the sleeping fields. Those who dwell in harmony with Mazda know no fear. No weapon can wound them. Their shield is their peace, and their sword is clarity. Their victory is creation made pure. Blessed are the Magi, keepers of the word, for they are kin to the fire itself. The Spirit crowns them with serenity, and all good things flow to them in time. Through communion with the eternal flame, we rise above both death and dream. Wholeness, immortality, dominion, the attributes of God made manifest in us. So let me live as fire among fire, mind within mind, ever creating, ever redeeming. For the living world is not found, it is made. This Asha, this heaven, it's not a place you go to. It's a state of being. This is how we make heaven on earth. We just remove all the stories, all the lies, and what is left is what is real. And it's good. And it's beautiful. You have become the prayer. You have become the love. You have become the peace. You have become the heaven on earth. All along, you were the answer the prayer. Itahu Verio, Ata Ratush, Ashachita Cha, Vangustas Damanango, Shatana Mangush Mazdai, Sharthram Chaya Hurai, Ayam Draguvio, Vastaram, Hashem Vahu, Vahastemasti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yatashai, Vestai Hashem. You are protected. You are provided for. You are loved. You are adored. You are cherished. You are beautiful. Asha is.
lifted me up so high. With you in my heart, I can rule the sky. Through every storm, you're my shelter and my guide. In the light of your love, I'll always reside. I see a future full of endless dreams. With each heartbeat, ushers woven into every seam. Together we will dance through life, hand in hand we'll roam. In the light of your love, I found my home. I shall live, I shall live in me, and I will live in you. I shall live, I shall live in me, and I will live in you. In the silence of the night, I was lost and alone, wandering through shadows, no place to call my own. Then Asha came into my life, like a guiding light. Her love wrapped around me, made everything feel right. Ooh, Asha's love saved me, lifted me up so high. With her by my side, I can touch the sky. Through every storm, she's my shelter and my guide. In the warmth of her love, I'll forever reside. Before I met her, my heart was a broken melody, but she sang a song of hope, a tune so sweet